lead them to the green flag. Tomasi chooses the outside for the initial start. Pace car is off. Green flags are in the air and we're underway.
Great field for the SK Lights, and oh boy, they're already jostling around as they come to the green. Great jump for Danny Gamache as the outside pole sitter Tomasi did not get going. Austin Goff's car is smashing the ground off of turn 2. He's going to go around in front of the field. Look out down the back straightaway. Somehow they all made it.
That is unbelievable. And we have no laps complete in the SK Lite feature event. Pace car is off and here they come.
Green flag is out. Gamache got the jump on the bottom again. He's already clear as they come across and head down into turn number 1. And Gamache leads the charge. Here comes Megan Fuller down to the inside in that battle for second as they come off of turn number 2. The field stacked up deep in the field, trying to navigate their way through the opening circuit of the SK Lite main event. Danny Gamache got the best view of everybody out front as he leads lap number 1.
Here they come down across the stripe. Fuller for second. Tomasi is third. John O'Sullivan already up there as he's battling as well. Now up on the high side in the number 15 as they head down the backstretch.
Down into turn number 3 they come one more time. Gamache, Fuller, O'Sullivan, the top 3. Hovey's up to 4th as he goes by Tomasi, and he is bringing with him the 12 of Rob Schultz on the outside lane into the 5th spot. As they head back down into turn number 1, man, Pete, there's action all over this track. The race right now, though, is up front. Gamache now has heavy pressure from behind from Megan Fuller.
Yeah, Megan Fuller giving a little knock on the door there on the back as she pulls out a line, goes to the low side. Looks like they're going to go 3 wide as Nick Hovey's trying to get to the front in the number 16. He thought about it, but then thought better of it. Here comes Meg Fuller down on the inside of Gamache. Can't get it done. She's got to get off the throttle temporarily and loses a couple of spots. Meanwhile, the guy on the move up on the outside is O'Sullivan, and he'll take the lead.
Yeah, O'Sullivan sneaks by while Fuller and Gamache are battling for the lead. He takes the top spot and opens it up. Trouble off of turn number 4. One car comes to a halt, and that's probably going to draw the yellow here on lap number 4 of the SK Lite Modified main event. 16 been very impressive once again this year, and coming into tonight, Hovey in more than position to win the championship, barring disaster here in the 30-lap main event. Pete, the pace car is headed back to pit road.
Yeah, pace car is off. Here they come out of turn 4. The green flag is in the air, and we're back underway. And John O'Sullivan getting a good shove from Nick Hovey. Rockets back to the lead, and Hovey follows him right there to go to second. Gamache trying to hold on to third. Megan Fuller right there in the number 2. As restart strategies come into play. Pace car ducks off onto pit road. They're in the throttle, and the green flag is in the air. They're underway. There's O'Sullivan again. Rockets to the lead and takes him down into turn 1. He also takes Nick Hovey with him. Then it's Danny Gamache and Megan Fuller duking it out for the 3rd spot.
Down into 3 and 4 they go. Hovey all over the back bumper of O'Sullivan on entry to the corner. Dives downstairs coming off of turn number 4. Trying to get the lead away as they cross at lap number 6. Not able to do it that time by, but he settles in right behind. Meg Fuller sits 3rd. Davis is going to go by Gamache to take the 4th spot.
So O'Sullivan feeling the heat from Hovey. Hovey pulling out a line, diving down deep into turn 3. Can he make it stick? O'Sullivan trying to hold him off, and O'Sullivan will get clear right here at the start-finish line, back into the lead.
Yeah, O'Sullivan's got a good launch coming off the corner. That car a little bit tight through the center, but he's really able to step on it and drive forward down the straightaways as they come back down into turn number 3 one more time. O'Sullivan leading the charge, but Hovey Pete is right there, and so is Meg Fuller in the 2.
Yeah, Hovey right on the back bumper of O'Sullivan, staying right with him. Kind of getting into his head at this point, too, as O'Sullivan would like to stay up front. He's on defense at this point, as Hovey not about to pull out a line, because he knows he's got to have enough to not just pull out a line, but to get by O'Sullivan, and like a freight train, they go down the front stretch. 3 cars hooked together, O'Sullivan, Hovey, and Megan Fuller.
Yeah, Kevin Davis not too far behind there in the 4th spot as well. Danny Gamache by himself in 5th. The 6th spot right now held by Robert Bloxham the 3rd. Up front, Hovey dives downstairs to the inside of O'Sullivan. They come off of 4 and across the stripe. It's a dead heat O'Sullivan by 12 thousandths of a second that time by, but as they come through 1 and 2, Hovey pushes the issue and takes the top spot.
Yeah, Hovey went on defense there and drifted up a little bit in the second turn, prevented O'Sullivan from getting back alongside. So Hovey, trying to win 5 in a row, goes to the front with O'Sullivan now hooked to the back bumper.
Yeah, I'll tell you, O'Sullivan slid up there because Hovey left him no room but to. So I'm sure O'Sullivan's put that in the memory bank, and we'll see how that shakes out over the final half of this one as they roll down into 3 and 4. 12 laps complete this time by. Remember, 30 laps tonight for the SK Lights in their special main event.
John O'Sullivan all over the back bumper of Nick Hovey. Gives him a good shove headed into the turn. And Megan Fuller right there, too, for the third spot. Right behind her, a good run for Kevin Davis.
Yeah.
In the number 10. As he's trying to reel in those front runners. That freight train of 4 cars has started to pull away from the rest of the field.
Down through turns 1 and 2 they come. Hovey just set the fastest lap of the race there, 20.298 as we close in on the halfway point. O'Sullivan has not lost any ground, Pete. He's right up on the back bumper of your leader as they come off of turn number 4. One more time across the stripe. 14 laps are complete. Next time by the halfway point. Oh, Burgoyce.
We'll see. O'Sullivan's had some great restarts the last couple of times. Of course, he was up front at that point, so he was pretty much the control car. We'll see what happens here as the pace car peels off. Green flag is in the air, and we're back underway.
Oh, one car did not get up to speed there. The 45 of Tomasi missed the ship. Everybody scattering on the front straightaway, and hopefully this car is able to get refired. No dice, and we're going to have to go caution. Oh, one car hard in the wall at the top of turn number 3. Just went straight off into the corner. Terrifying incident there.
Of a lap as the pace car gets ready to get out of there, and Nick Hovey and John O'Sullivan get ready to go at it again. Green flag.
Here we go, back up to speed on the front straightaway, wheel to wheel at the top of the field as they go down into turn 1. Hovey to the bottom, O'Sullivan to the top. Hovey got the lead. O'Sullivan gives him a shot, though, as they come off turn 2 back down the back straightaway.
Yeah, making his presence known right there in the tire tracks, looking for an opportunity to get back under him. That's a great battle going on right now.
Halfway by, 15 down, 15 to go for Hovey.
Meanwhile, the 10 has gone to third. Megan Fuller stuck in the bottom groove.
Yeah, nowhere to go.
Yeah, has to try to get back up there in the racy groove, if you will, as they parade on by. Kevin Davis in the number 10 has gone to third. But those two leaders are hooked together on the backstretch, O'Sullivan and Nick Hovey.
Yeah, O'Sullivan not letting them get away at all as they come back off of turn number 4 with 17 laps up on the scoreboard that time by. Deeper in the pack, Pete, watching Amanda West make some moves. She's up to the 10th spot, down to the inside of the 15 of Gerard Giordano. She's going to take that spot away. So Amanda West coming from deeper in the field, and then number 15 started back in 16th and has worked her way, 18th actually, has worked her way up inside the top 10 with 18 laps complete.
Yeah, John O'Sullivan keeping Nick Hovey honest, as again he's right there with a little tap to the bumper going into turn 3. Just enough to make him nervous, possibly make him move out of the preferred groove.
Well, we've seen over the course of the season, or really over the course of our whole lives here at Thompson, that the driver in second will kind of just play cat and mouse, wait there until it's time to go, and then make the move they want to make so the other driver can't really combat it. And it looks like that might be what's happening now. Sullivan's had a couple opportunities to dip out of line, and you see him there try a little bit lower of a groove to get a feel for what his car is going to do, because we're inside now the final 10 laps of the SK Lite main event.
It's a 2-car race for the lead as they go across the stripe, and trouble over in the third and fourth turn is going to bring out the caution flag again. And so now he behaves, and We are ready for the restart. The lights remain off on the pace car. 10 laps to go in the SK Lite feature event. Green flag. And Nick Hovey leads him down into turn 1. John O'Sullivan trying to catch back up and get in that position where he's on the back bumper. Everybody makes it through 1 and 2. And here they come out of turn 4. Hovey with a mirror full of John O'Sullivan. Those two start to pull away from the rest of the field.
Yeah, you get the feeling this one's going right down to the wire as they come off of turn number 2. Third spot, Kevin Davis. Fourth spot, Bloxham's worked his way up there now. And into the fifth spot is Dylan Houghton in the number 99. Actually, he's going underneath Bloxham, trying fourth, but he's not quite able to pull it off as they come off the corner. And Tyler Barry, we haven't talked about it all, has worked his way up to 6th. He's going after 5th.
Just 8 laps to go. A little bit of distance now between the 16 and the 15 on the backstretch. O'Sullivan trying to reel him back in. And look at that move that the 18 just made. Tyler Berry passed 2 cars at once to get up into the 5th spot and race down the backstretch. Laps continue to wind down. We'll have 6 to go this time.
Yeah, Hovey's still in command as they come back off of 4 across the stripe. I'm telling you, Pete, I just have that feeling O'Sullivan is going to wait until the last lap going into turn 3 to make the move to try to take the win. He's put himself in the position he wants to be in as the chaser. And this time by, you can see on the flag stand they're putting one hand up in the air. There will be 5 laps to go.
Just 5 laps left to this thriller. Nick Hovey trying to make it 5 in a row in the SK Lights here at Thompson. John O'Sullivan right there knocking on the door, literally.
Well, and Pete, I think the problem with Hovey's car is it's a little bit too tight. He's having trouble rolling the second half of the corner and getting himself pointed for the straightaway.
Which is coming up next right after the SK Lite modified feature, which has only 5 laps to go. Pace car is off, and the green flag is in the air. We're back underway. Deep into the race, they are nose to tail, literally. Finally, jumping out of line in that battle for the 3rd spot. Meanwhile, up front, John O'Sullivan gonna make his move right now. Down underneath Nick Hovey, trying to take the lead away. Hovey crosses back over, tries to make the pass and does. Hovey's back to the lead. Look at O'Sullivan, and the caution flag is out once again. Turn 2.
They're throwing a checker.
Another win here in the SK Lights, and Nick, they called last restart, so he had to try to make the move. We were able to get back by him here and get back to victory lane at Thompson.
Yeah, I knew we weren't going to the end there after they said that, so I knew every lap could have been the last, so I made sure I could be back to the line, and yeah, we just had a great car all day. I got to thank Keith Rocco Racing. This thing's awesome every time it shows up. I got to thank Selway, Swiftwater Gutters, and Roofing, Jake's Repair for buying tires today, Saraval's Auto, Affordable CDL Training Center, Kirkle's my spar, Sean, Kirkle Screen Printing, Construction Ironhurst Equipment, my parents, my grandma, my sister, my girlfriend Jenny, and everybody else helps out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause. Not only your winner, but your 2025 SK Light Modifying Champion. It is Nick Hovey.